Okay, so we are in the final part of this short project, and what I'm going to do is just add some music. So I like to use Soundstripe. So if I click on the top and go to soundstripe.com, there's tons of royalty-free sites, but I really like to use Soundstripe. I can leave a link below for Soundstripe. I bought it and I've paid for it for the year, and you can just get a license for each song that you want to use. So I'm going to go to songs, and then I'm going to go down to mood and just chill, and I'm going to find something chilled, man. I like it. That's perfect. So I'm going to go to license, social media ad or whatever, hit advertising marketing, not going to be shown on telly, generate license. And this will let you download any version. I always just download the full version and then do any editing I need. And I'm just going to drag my download in, or you can always go file, import, file, and just bring anything in. Now, if I bring down the audio, you can see the waveform. So as I expected, this might not start right at the start. So what I can do is just drag this across. And then if we press go, okay, and then what we could do is just add a keyframe by hitting audio levels about 2 seconds from the end, go across, and then just drag the keyframe down so the audio dips out a little bit, and then we get a nice smooth fade. So I'm just going to go down to like -29, something like that, and then it fades out. Finally, if you wanted to add like a little fade to the story, you could just go to layer, new solid, and create a new black solid, and then bring this down, and then maybe press T and keyframe to 0 opacity, just a bit from the end, and then go right to the end and increase the opacity. You can trim this layer down as well if you want, and then you can get Alright, so that's perfect. So now all I want to do is render this out. So I use Adobe Media Encoder, which allows you to export the project or render it out while you're doing other things in After Effects. But I'll just show you the basic way to render first. So if we go to add to render queue, file export, add to render queue, and then all I change is I go to lossless, because this AVI file is going to be huge, and I just bring this down to QuickTime. But I don't have a Mac, so I use Adobe Media Encoder. So what you could do is you could go to QuickTime if you've got a Mac, output to, and then all you've got to do, output to, and you select your folder, you press save this as main or whatever you want, and then just hit render here. But I'll show you the way I do it with Adobe Media Encoder. So make sure you're in this composition, file, export, add to Media Encoder queue, and it's going to pull through the project into Media Encoder like this, and then all I've got to do is click here, and then when I type in Instagram video ad and then press play, this is going to render out in H.264 format, which is a really great format. I could even close After Effects now. I could save this and close this down, and it's still going to be going. And then when I click the blue link, it's going to take me to my projects, and then I can just double click on the video. So there you have it. Hope you've enjoyed this short course and you're making your Instagram videos. If you're in my group, depending on where you're seeing this video, if you're in my group, please post in there. And I'd love to see your projects and let me know what you think of the tutorials. And just keep going and keep digging and keep creating your own amazing stuff. Thank you for watching.